You should do that one week. You should see who appears where, and they have to play
That
that
was
character for the week.
That'd be
that
good.
was that was so funny, Mr. Pickles, because your window is slightly off to one side and below your name. So when you put your hand up, it just looked like you were coming up from down below.
I helped.
Right, let me put you in the right position. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to part 4 of Destined. The design mechanism rule set for superheroes. The players are currently on a bridge across the Lancaster Flow, which
Stuck in traffic.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuck in traffic. They got portaled in there by Astro, and they withstood a grenade blast. I think Banner actually shielded people. The portal is now closed. We're about to start turn 2 of the first combat round. But before I talk more about that update, we're going to pass over to the players so they can say who they are and which superhero they will be playing tonight. Start off with the fastest, with the meanest, with the chicken eating person. I couldn't think of another word. Mr. Pickles.
Yes, I am Mr. Pickles, and I'm playing Rabbit, who all those things are true. She's a very fast superhero. She runs fast. She wants to go fast. She's acrobatic, athletic. She can dodge things pretty effectively because, again, fast. I get so much fastness in this game, but she's also very lucky. So just things go in her favor. I have so many luck points to spend. And on top of that, she also has regeneration. So she is sort of our crowd control fighter who can't do a lot of damage, but can hit a lot of people and inflict a bunch of specials. She's a funny character, and if she stops eating, she'll probably die soon. And with that, I'm going to toss it over to Chugawugga.
Hi guys, I'm Chugawugga. The hero that I'm playing has taken the Earth name Astro. They're not from this planet, but one over 100,000 light years away. They resemble a genderless humanoid, bluish skin, large forehead, almond-shaped eyes, what you would probably consider a typical alien. They can communicate telepathically, but they can also mind control and act as a hub, allowing telepathic communication between numerous minds at once. They possess the power of precognition, which grants them glimpses into the future, and psychometry, which allows them to gain information or insights about an object, person, just by merely touching it, holding it. And the longer that they hold it for, the further back in time they can go and the more information they can glean from it. Finally, they can travel by the use of portals, although those are limited to several kilometers. And Astro does have to have a prior knowledge of the place that they're opening the portal to. They do have a couple of limits, which are basically negatives. The first is their distinctive appearance. And the second one comes into play when Astro uses precognition. That one's called Cosmic Backlash, and it's basically the universe punishing Astro for messing with fate. Weird things can happen to him if he's not careful. That's Astro, and I shall pass on to Medivac.
Why, thank you, Trigger. Hi, everybody. I'm playing Sophia Sampson, aka Misty. She is by day a lawyer, and the rest of the time she tends to fly around the city in her lovely outfit, and she controls moisture, water. That is the basis of her power. She can create a little elemental that does her bidding and helps her out in various ways. She can also create objects out of water, as long as they're a certain size. So she can condense water into a solid thing. So she can make shields out of water. She can fly on a cloud like Monkey, if she wishes to. Yeah, she tends to funnel water out of her hand as a blast attack. Now, the thickness of that depends on what sort of damage she wants to do. So if it's a big blast, it'll be more of a blunt trauma sort of attack. Or it's thin one, it's more a precision. It'll be a like a slash attack, I suppose. Armor piercing, yes. Yeah, she's got a few contacts in the police force. Rabbit tends to stay around her house because she has a big fridge with lots of food. And she does have an office in the city and a house just on the outskirts. And with that, I shall pass on to Captain Kangaroo.
Hi everyone, I'm Captain Kangaroo. I'm playing Banner. He is the pinnacle of freedom and personal liberties. He's here to protect all the citizens from crime, regardless of how petty or pointless it is. Because crime's just bad, guys. Don't you know? And you need to be punished for doing such things. You need to protect typical capitalism as fair as you can. Uh, he's very strong. He has a shield that can instantly be procured. He's essentially uses it to both not only to deflect things like bullets and or explosives, but also he's able to throw it, use it as a weapon, and it comes back to him. It's a very original idea that I did not steal from any specific existing uh, character that exists throughout all pop culture. But he's some fun. He's a fun guy, and I like to play him. I'll keep it nice and simple and send it to our GM in Wills.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know if anybody uses docs, but they've now allowed you to multiple documents into one document, and you have tabs down the left hand side. So one thing that I did in between playing is that I got all your characters now with all their abilities and powers, everything all in one document. Absolutely. Right. The players are on the team are on the call it on the when you're going after
Offensive.
when you're going after trail. And that's I think what the word I wanted. The of a rather mysterious scientist sort of guy who has allegedly poisoned the Metro City police force. As they are trying to figure out what is actually happening, they're also supporting the reduced police force going out via cops alerts, which is abbreviation of citizens on patrol. And they are currently on bridge crossing the Lancaster Float, which that separates the business side and the posh side of Metro City from the slums on the opposite side. They have been able to discover which company actually put the poison, transported the poison coffee into the police station. They managed to get some video footage of that. And they also seem to have some kind of sniper who is taking shots at them random places. So they're very much aware of that. Anyway, as you can see from the map above you or on the screen, they have come to what appears to be an armored truck that has gone off course and has rammed into the bridge. There's a cop car with two law enforcers up to the north and a Astro created a portal. Everybody stepped through. You can see here, this guy has already been dealt with by Banner. It's out of the game altogether. This guy is undercover, taking cover from the side of the van. This guy is in the van and has the window down, and they are armed currently with machine pistols. They also heard from behind the van somebody preparing what they think is a grenade launcher. these little black lines are showing that the bridge is unstable. There seems to be a bit of a crashing going on, and that has caused the bridge to crack, the concrete crack. So they are on maybe dicey ground. Just to let you know, I've put on the citizens who are currently out of their cars. They haven't stayed in. It's rush hour on the opposite side. A few of them have phones out and they're busy filming as everything goes on. Now, the only thing that I had to say, I think I stuck it in the chat the other day, but basically, so to use Astro's portal is a move action, which means that once you use that move action, you can't do anything else apart from that move action. And the other thing to remind you in Destined, and we're going to cascade it over to our other systems as well, things like attack can actually be linked to 1/3 of your movement rate, which is normally about 2 meters. Just to remind you that if you want to measure things out, I don't know how you normally do it, but if you left click and drag, and then when you want to make a turn, right click and you can put a waypoint in it. Can you see mine
Ooh,
appearing?
very cool.
Okay. And once it's gone, if you want to bring it back, normally X brings it back up. Okay. What once it's gone, and it will measure it with. Yeah, that's rabbits. Now
Oh,
I've
it's
got
plain snake.
now I've got mine on. I'll get.
Have you tried pressing X?
There you go. Yeah, no, you have to go back onto it. Right, hang on. Let me just pop that on. If you are moving your token, then you can actually use it while moving your token by right clicking. So if you move your token and then right click while you're still left clicking it, it will come up as well. I presume you can all do that because I can do. So if you just left click and hold your token, drag it to where you want to go, then right click it, measure to that point.
Oh, okay.
And so forth and so on. And just to remind you that if you want to sit outside a square, then you need to hold down the Alt key. And then if you hold down the Alt key to move, you'll be able to move inside the square. One square should be set up as 1.5 meters.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
you know roughly where to go. And we
So
finished.
is our movement squares or meters?
It's always meters. Always
Okay, so
meters.
my movement's 6 meters.
Yeah, so if you're doing a
Right.
move action, then it'll be 6 meters, and that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're
What's that? Five squares, so 4 squares, isn't it? Sorry.
yeah.
Yep.
Remember, if you're going over difficult terrain, it doubles for when you enter that terrain, but not when you leave it. Okay, so you double it going into it, not when you're going out of it. Just to remind you, if you are running, okay, so that is 3 times your movement. That's all you can do in a round. So your movement is divided by the number of action points or turns you're going to act in, and you can run. You can actually, I think you can evade if you're running, and I think somebody put it up the other week. It's harder to hit you when you're actually like that. You can sprint, which is 5 times your movement. So you're 5 times, so that'd be like 30 meters, and you just split it between your turns. So once you've started, that's it. That's your move. Done. Okay, so we're back up to the top of round 1. We're turn 2. So you all came in on turn 1. So the first person that we're going is you, Mr. Pickles, playing Rabbit.
Yeah, I got a really bad initiative roll for this combat, but I guess okay, that's mean of me. I would like to use speed charge to launch myself at this lower guy who's not in the van, and if I can, I'm hoping to go past him a little bit, like hit and then charge past so that I can see like a vantage point over here where I can see the guy who I thought I heard coming out of the other side.
Can you just ping where you want to go?
Uh, the first would be stopping with this guy to hit him and then launching myself somewhere over here.
Hang on, why am I not seeing that? Oh, that's better. I've seen it now. Yeah.
That was my ping. I don't know whether or not Mr. Pickles is working.
I don't see anybody else's pings, but
Need to ping better.
I'm
I can
Yeah.
see Medivacs.
I don't see any of you guys.
I can see yours in Will's, and I can see Captain Kangaroo's. Are you on the right layer? Have you switched it back from your move one?
Who?
Pickles.
Uh,
Have you got what? Have you
Have you
went back
measured
from
till selected
measure
still?
to
Yeah.
move to select?
yeah, I'm on select.
It's broken. It's all ruined forever.
Let me refresh the Destined.
Going for a refresh.
Okay. So there's
Yes.
ping, and then somewhere over here so that I can get a vantage point. My movement, I know I'm going for technically a charge action by using speed charge. But my movement's normally a 48, so I'm hoping I have enough.
Yeah.
Move.
So you, after taking an action to perform the charge attack as action, and you can hit additional targets during the charge by spending 1 additional power point. Yeah.
So I believe with this, I'd only need to spend 2 because I won't have a second attack. Or would I need to spend more to go past him still?
Well, you'll probably go a little bit slow because you'll probably have to come up onto this slightly more difficult ground.
That's fair.
So you'll spend so you spend 2 power points after you're taking a move action to perform. Then any additional targets during the charge by 1. So you just have to spend 2, won't you, just to do it? Unless as you speed past. Yeah, nice.
All right, so this is an attack from me, and if you defend, it is hard.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And here is my roll. A 38 out of 88. I'd like to use a luck point to reverse that.
Yeah. And so you get an 83. Brilliant.
Yes.
What are you hitting with, Ludwig?
Quarterstaff.
Nice. So he's got a machine pistol in his hand that looks capable of full auto fire. So he will actually try to parry with his machine pistol, lose an action. Yours 83, and I'm hard, aren't I?
Correct.
Come on. No. Okay then. So I need.
Yeah, I'm thinking I want to go with a disarm. No, disarm's a bad idea. Oh, dang, I thought I had this figured out.
Right.
How about we go for a nice stun? See if I can just hit you somewhere that actually helps me out. Yes, stun location.
Yeah.
All right, and here is. Oh, is that
Okay.
so close to a?
That's my arm.
Yeah, that's your arm. So that would mean then my damage, and then you would resist your endurance.
A certainly is by your original attack. Ooh,
Smack in the arm.
dead arm,
Dead arm. Yep.
left arm. That paid in. He seems to be wearing some kind of protection on there, which down there, which is fine. But let's see if his left arm is out of action. Right, so he did succeed, but your attack roll was higher because it's oh, let me just yes, it must be an opposed roll. Okay, then location is incapacitated for the number of turns equal to the damage inflicted. So his arm.
So that would be damage after armor.
Yeah. So his arm, his left arm, for a few turns, and that should be.
Am I able to still charge past?
Yeah, because what I'm thinking you're going to do in my head is that you come down to here, and then you almost like come up on this part, which would be difficult terrain, whack him, and then carry on back down here.
Yep, that is exactly what I want with my parkour and all.
Parkour, etc., etc. Brilliant. Which brings us. Let me just give this guy a number so I know which it is. Two. We'll say the guy in the van is 3, and then the other person that you don't know what's happening. I'll call him 4. Right. Misty, up.
Indeed, I'm going to be up. I'm going to raise myself 10 feet in the air. And then I'm going to send a blast of water at this. Is the window open? Because he fired.
Yes.
He opened the door, didn't he?
The window's open. So he's got cover from certain. So just quickly, if I tell so what happens is that if you do not choose location to hit a specific part that is visible, your damage first has to get through the armored car before it can hit. So if you rolled a hit location like a leg, then it has to get through the door before it actually touches him. But if you get a special and you choose location head, then it'll be fine.
He had a weapon, didn't he? That'll be in his right arm, is it?
Yes, he does. He has his machine.
Okay, well, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case I hit lower, I'm going to make this a armor penetration shot.
Okay.
As well. So
roll.
So rather than using both hands and creating this funnel of water, she literally points her finger and fire away. Oh, and what have I just used then? I pushed the wrong button. Sorry.
Yeah, you did, because that's your elemental hitting.
Yeah. Well,
I was worried then.
It's
in your combat style.
There we go. That's punch. Blast, water based. There we go. No. Oh my god, it's been so long since we played. What are all these boxes? Combat style, there we go. Water, blast, water.
There you go.
Did you open your character sheet yet?
I thought my skill was a lot higher than 32. That is absolute. Oh,
That-
doesn't matter.
That's fine. He is going to try and evade this by ducking out the way. By come on, those knees.
Do it. Do it.
He
Ooh.
fails to do that, so you will actually have a special, then a hit location, then a damage.
Okay, bypass armor for my armor piercing thing.
Okay.
And then you want location, which will be a 5.
5. So
Left leg.
That's his left leg.
Okay.
So I need some damage.
Some damage, 2d8. Where are we? Why is it not rolling? I'll just roll.
It's adding tension. There you go. 9 points. That was going into my left arm. Or
Left,
Left
leg.
leg.
It was legs, so
Left
it
leg.
has to go through the door first, doesn't it?
yeah. So your armor piercing, your bypass armor will
Mm-hmm.
bypass the vehicle's armor, if that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah.
So that'll bypass that, and then it will hit into the structure of the van. And
Yeah. The hero's blasts are potent enough to pierce through whatever protection the target has.
yeah. So
For each power point, I spent 1 power point. Reduce target's effective armor by 1
right.
in the strict location.
Yeah, but your bypass armor will
Go through the door. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, that was my special. That the actual shot was an armor piercing shot, so that's what that does.
Yeah. So it does what? Sorry.
It reduces the armor of the location hit by 1 point.
Yeah. That by armor for that, and we got 9 points, which that will take out that, and okay, that's good. That's
Awesome.
good. And time for some heavy hitting. Banner, please remember the bridge is fragile. I just feel I need to reiterate this.
Don't give him ideas, Enwells.
Why does every citizen here look like they're coming home from a rave?
That is
Okay.
what people are like in Metro City.
I guess so. Everyone's just partying like it's the
It's just
sequel
like,
to
it's like
The
partying
Matrix.
heaven.
Is it possible to run into the van and use a clobber to the hopefully?
Okay, so if you want to attack, then you still get your quick move, which is a third of your move that you can either use before or after. So you'll have enough to step forward into that square because you'll have like 2 meters, won't you?
And
Are you talking about hitting this guy here?
I was planning to really kind of smash into the van and hopefully kind of move it to, which would also possibly get this guy off his feet too.
Right. So you actually want to hit the van, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to
Okay, then.
smash into the van and hopefully move it a bit with my
Nice.
brawniness. If
So
you want, I could also use clobber to make that a thing, which is one of my powers.
I think clobber, using that power to clobber will be excellent.
Okay, I will use my two power points and roll.
Misty's just
I think I
disappeared.
just deleted my character, my token. I was trying to have
Did Misty
confront
jump off the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's too high above us now.
Sorry.
She's
Like
literally.
I can't do anything anymore. I'm done. I can't pay my bills. And she
Can
just
you
jumps
remember
off.
what your was it 20? Your
10 feet.
no,
It was
Oh,
20.
sorry.
your initiative.
She realized being a lawyer was a bad career move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. So yeah, so you can move to here, which is on the
Yeah.
side of the vehicle, and then you wish
Perfect.
to use clobber.
Yeah. Which essentially just uses essentially allows me to 3 times my typical strength to move something or something like that. And to even add on to this, for a special, I'll use bash.
So clobber sends their foes flying. They use 2 power points after a successful unarmed or melee strike with a bludgeoning weapon to triple the effective damage value of for the purposes of knocking back and bash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. So you need to. You've got your shield out. So I presume, are you shielding? Are you hitting with your
Yes.
shield?
I'm hitting with my shield, kind of absorbs some of the impact against myself. Okay, girl, going for the attack. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't want to be embarrassing.
The first lot of luck's coming out tonight.
All right, I'm using that luck. I'm reversing that.
49. Yeah, so I don't actually have a vehicle can't resist it. So therefore, I'm presuming that your
Prius?
special will be bash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I need you'll use up 2 power points, and then I need your normal damage, and then we will triple it.
Triple.
16, 32, 48. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. And in regards to how much I'm bashing something. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay then. So this is what's going to happen here. So you rush up and bash into this vehicle with your shield, and it's actually enough to move the van, not as much as it would have been if it was a person. The person would have been thrown into the river, but it does move the van. Okay. So I'm just going to move the van, then I'll move everybody else. So you sort of like bash into it, and this van is stationary. You know, it's got its parking brakes on and things like that, and it gets moved, sort of like
Damn.
to here. Okay. Hang on, I just to do 2 things at the moment. Right. So as it moves, the whole bridge literally shakes. It seems that it's wedged against this part of it where it crashed in, and the bash just sort of like scrapes it down there. The guy here almost like has a look at Misty and Astro. You see this, and Banner with his head down bashes into it. He's all like got a look of shock as the thing goes flying backwards. I just need to make an invade for somebody. You hear behind. You probably hear this as well. It sounds as if somebody might have tried to get out the way of the van moving and was not successful. And you notice there's a sort of like a cry as the brakes squeak, the wheels screech along here. They sound like a oh, like that, as if somebody may be trapped underneath it. Which is this guy. Yeah,
Nice.
this guy tries to get out the way by getting up here, but manages somewhat, but lands prone here. But Misty, this doesn't affect you because you're hovering 10 meters up.
Yep.
But the whole bridge shakes. And you, Misty, where you're stood there, you're sort of like higher up looking down. You see these cracks suddenly start to spread. And I'll show you where to in just 1 second. So they sort of like do like this. Can you see that? And sort
Oh,
of
that's
like,
not good.
over here as well. Right. So the following people, this is not an action point, by the way. This is just an effect. So first things first, Astro and Rabbit, could you just make, please, standard athletics or acrobatics rolls? It's up to you, either or, just to stay on your feet. You fail it, then you're prone. Rabbit's still up. Oh, Astro's
Astro.
going.
Hey,
Do you
okay,
want?
for 1 second, just going to check on Lisa.
Yeah. Do you wish to look at Astro?
No, I'll go prone.
Okay then. I'm now going to do one roll for the people. Okay then. And the people on the opposite side, their athletics are a measly 16. They're not very athletic at all.
Same as Astro.
Oh no.
Oh, that looks a little bit better.
Um,
But I guess they're not underlings of the villain. I hope.
No, that's right. They have 16. I just changed it. So I'm using the same sheet, but just changing it backwards and forwards. So they fail. So these people start to walk around as the whole bridge starts to shake. Now I'm going to put the prone icon on them, but there's something else that is happening as well. The guy that was already here, this guy is now prone, so it doesn't make an additional well. Okay, Rabbit, just make a quick perception check for me, please. Yeah, so as you're speeding down, after hitting the man, you hear this tremendous screech behind you. You notice that the van has moved, and it looks like there's one of these underlings literally under the van.
How under? Like, is his arms just sticking out, or is he completely under, or is it like a
He's
leg trap?
he looks like he's completely under. Um,
Ugh.
So
On
what
a
you're
scale
saying,
from on a scale from 1 to Wicked Witch of the East, like how squished is
You'll notice
Is
that
he-
he's
Rabbit put
got black and
maple
white
syrup on the
stripy
pancake.
socks.
Is
Yeah.
is he pavement pizza?
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because rabbit's going to eat him.
No, oh, Misty, are you back?
I'm back, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Lisa would fall down upstairs, but Jasmine was moving a chair like children do, with the full
Just
force
to-
of the world.
So I don't know how much you got, but everything's
I-
moving.
Yeah, I got the general gist from just looking up the I'm on my backside things on
Yeah.
people's tokens.
So this person
cracks.
here and this person here, when the bridge, all right, they're staggering, and you suddenly, in your peripheral vision, see that they haven't just sort of like fallen on the floor. They're almost like staggering backwards
Towards the edge.
to the
Yeah.
edge of the bridge. Banner, you'll just go bang, and now you're so like head down, you're like somebody who's just won an election. You're there and you're super excited, and that's you done. And so it's my turn. So this guy here is going to spend his action getting up. Okay, and this guy here
Nope. Sorry.
is being shot back, which is fine, but he's not prone. Okay. Just need to get my increases the difficulty of the attack to 10 shots each. 10 long line. Da, da, da. So he is going to just let loose his machine pistol. He's just sort of like being pushed back, and he's bringing it out. He's got an injured leg, and he just empties it. So this is a formidable shot that he needs to get because he's on full auto. But if I do, then I'm firing a lot of bullets. Here we go. Oh, he lets it loose right down, and they're sort of like bullets heading all over. He's a bit almost like Mad Maxy going, just trying to hit everything. Some of them ping off the side of the wall. Astro, luckily you're down, and a few go over your head. And then this guy here, he
Pavement pizza guy.
He dies.
He throws the truck at Banner.
yeah, he's actually probably out for the count. But if you remember, you heard something from behind, and
Uh-oh.
that was
His grenade launcher.
Yeah, and as he sort of like gets smeared along the pavement, his grenade goes off underneath the truck. Okay, then. This does a measly, just to let you know, the damage on that is 3d6 plus 2. He must have got some really bad rolls.
4, 2, 1.
Yeah. So it sort of like goes boom underneath the armored vehicle. That's not actually enough to get through. It's probably done some structural damage inside, but nothing. It doesn't sort of like lift the vehicle up or anything. But
Uh-oh.
it does hit the bridge again, because it can't go up, a lot of it actually goes down. So Misty, you are immune to this because you're hovering. Rabbit, you need to make an athletic or acrobatics, but because this is the second time you've done it this round, it's now hard. It's gone up one difficult.
Okay, well then, yeah, I can accept that.
Yeah.
I'm dancing. Pow! I'd like to use a point of luck to reroll that.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, very close to a swap. Oh,
Ooh.
that's good. That's good. You are still up. Banner, you need to make one. Yours is just now standard. It's because this is the first one that you've done.
All right. Let's see if it's embarrassing. No.
No, so you are up. This guy who's just got up on his turn needs to make an athletics skill, and he sort of like staggers and ends up prone once again. I just need to change the number on this. 16. Okay, then. Yeah. So
Do I get to make one? And if I fail, do I end up back on my feet?
no, you
No.
unfortunately don't. You notice that the second blast, Misty, has taken these two. It looks like in the next turn, in the next round or turn, they're going over. And these two, this person here has moved slightly there. This one's moved slightly there. This one sort of like falls up onto the bonnet of the car. And that's them all done. So we come to you, Astro.
I'll stand up.
Brilliant.
I stand up, get down again.
Down again. Never gonna let you down. Okay, we go back up to the top of the round for turn 3 for anybody who's got action points left. Rabbit.
Believe I do. I haven't defended against anybody.
No, you haven't.
And number 4 is still fully pinned under the vehicle, correct?
Yeah, you can probably. He's like, as Chugwugger said, he's definitely pavement, so definitely.
Oh yeah, and after he grenaded himself, that's not going to be
Yeah.
good for his health.
He's out of it. So
Uh,
you've got this guy here who's
yeah.
prone, and then you got some people on the edge of bridges.
Do I see the people on the edge of the bridge?
Um,
Or is that just Misty who can see this situation up here unfolding?
roll a formidable perception.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, oh, so close. If you actually look it,
I was just thinking that. Breezing through my luck here.
got loads.
Yeah, fine. I'll go down to half luck.
Okay. Yes, you do see them up here. How far are they away from you? The first one's 9 meters, probably about a little bit further, probably about 12, because there's 2 lots of difficult terrain to get over.
And my movement is 48. So would I be able to do a quick move to get over there and try and grab them?
Yes, yeah. If your move, so a quick move would be 1/3 of your action.
1/3 of 48 is 15 and change.
Yeah. So yeah,
So that would be my goal, is like get over there and try and grab them and
yeah.
pull them back.
So I'm going to ask you also. I'm going to ask you to make a unmodified acrobatics or athletics check, and say that you're doing parkour at this point.
Let's go.
If the hero is in a
athletics.
location with lots of walls, objects, they make an easy acrobatics to or move.
Well, if the athletics works, then I'm
Yeah,
going for that.
that's
21.
so you dash across to the first one with lightning speed, vaulting over the middle bit, flipping over this van here, and it's sort of like end up at that one. What would you like to do?
My goal is to say something reassuring, like I'm here to help, and then try and pull her from not
Okay,
falling
then.
off the bridge.
Okay, then. So you don't need to make an unarmed attack. To no, let's make an unarmed attack, because she might be flailing and she's got pink hair as well, which demands an armed attack.
14.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. I was going to make it easy in any case. So you sort of like reach out and grab her with your left hand, I presume, or your right hand, whichever you want, your staff.
Left.
Yeah, and you sort of like reach out and grab her, and she's sort of like on the edge. She's got a jacket on, so you're not grabbing anything negative. Roll me a brawn. Yeah, and it's all right, it's easy, don't worry. And you sort of like gently yank her, and she comes back onto the bridge. Misty.
Yeah, right. So I'm still going to do what I decided to do. I'm going to shout to Banner, Banner, stop breaking the bridge. And then I'm going to create a size 16 wall over here behind this chappie there to stop him from falling off. So I'm hoping I can do this where I can create. I'm going to condense water into a solid length of a wall right behind him. So
Okay.
he'll be able to. He can fall against it and he won't go over.
So this is your
This
your
is my
creation.
creations. Yeah, do you want me to pop it up for you?
It's all right. I've got it. With a successful willpower roll as an action, hero could create the amount of solid or liquid material up to half its power in size. Yeah, that one.
Up to half, and it should be up. It's a large creation one, so it's.
You got the boost. Yeah.
Yeah, spending 2 power points up to the size of my power.
Yeah.
I mean, I could spend 4 and make it double my power if need be.
Yeah. So the first one that you on your action, you need to make a successful willpower roll.
Yeah.
Nice. Your willpower's good.
I know. Shame my blast isn't though. But anyway.
If you ever want to resist Astro, you are perfect for the job. I tell you.
Indeed.
Excellent. So yeah, so tell me what this is going to look like.
So I'm focusing, and behind the chappie that's on the bridge, all this moisture is going to coalesce and condense into a solid wall-like structure. So all the molecules will just get closer and closer together, making it firmer and firmer, and to the point where you could literally just push against it if need be, and you won't go through it.
Nice.
And inside this wall, you can see the swirling water inside there as well.
So it just sort of like suddenly appears down here.
Yeah, right behind him.
To
be fair, I was going to be aiming for both of them, so it would be those 2 squares behind them.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's actually a she, but she's sort of like, well, and she sees Rabbit coming, and grab what she sort of like looks at Rabbit in desperation, and then falls back, and sort of like flaying her arms, and she's like a dink against the frost wall, and sort of like slides down onto it. I'm
Yep.
just going to, and bear with, just going to put that on.
Now, I do believe that's a concentration as well. So if, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're busy concentrating on that. Okay. Banner, do you have any action?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna see if I can move over here and see if I can pull the door off the like reach and pull the
Didn't see where
sorry
you
over
were.
here. I'll just walk and pull the door off the van with my shield up if I can. So I think it's a brawn move.
So I'm saying it'll take you 3 meters to get there.
Okay. So
Which
I'll just get
means,
here with my shield up, I guess.
yeah. So you can get there because you can use your full movement with your shield up, but you'll arrive there. Yeah.
That's fine.
Underlings, we can't do anything. Astro, do you have another?
I do indeed. I do believe. Action points. Yes, I do. 3.
Okay. Yeah.
So Astra wants to try to get a telepathic link on this one, if you can see it.
Yeah, because he's
So 18 meters is the range, and it's an opposed willpower.
opposed willpower. Oh, there's. Do you want to know, Astra? All my underlings have amazing willpower. 98. Who would have thought an underling had 98 willpower?
They all meditate daily.
Yeah. Yes, you can make your telepathic connection.
Yeah, I've already got a few, so it is going to cost me a PowerPoint.
Yeah. Okay, then. So that's 1 PowerPoint down. And that's it. We're coming back up to the top of round 2. And Rabbit.
I see the water wall, but Rabbit probably wants to still make sure that they're both like backed away from that.
Just to let you know, there's this person here as well.
Okay, well they're gonna have to handle themselves. I'm gonna sprint over and try and save this fella.
Yeah.
Would you like a similar unarmed and brawn?
Yes, please.
I'm here to help.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Ooh.
I just high five him and we link fingers.
Oh, that hurt my thumb. It hurt my thumb. Did you see in the Discord? I was pulling off a sock, and there was an almighty crack on my thumb, and it's swollen up, and it's all badly bruised and everything. I need sympathy.
Did a muscle.
I think honestly, I thought
Dash sympathy.
Thank you. I thought I had broken it. The crack was unbelievably. Yeah. So you grab this one and pull her safely back onto the bridge. Misty, you are currently concentrating on.
I am indeed. Are they safe now? Those two.
Yeah, they're sort of like on the bridge rather than tottering on the edge.
How does concentration work? Sorry.
So if you have a concentration spell, that you can only do limited actions with it while concentrating. Only do one concentration spell power at a time.
The only reason I'm asking is that my telepathy is concentration.
Yeah. So, but you can do a walking pace, and you can take free or reactive actions. But that's all while using concentration, and you can't have two concentrations going off, which is not really an issue. I don't want to get caught out like last time. I'm just checking that Destined are the same as.
I couldn't find anything on concentration in Destined.
Concentration, the core power's effect only continues as long as the hero specifically concentrates it. While concentrating, or this is a little bit different. While concentrating, all skill checks the hero makes are one difficulty grade higher. You can only concentrate on one core power at a time, and attempting to use another core power that requires a proactive action or requires concentration causes the first core power to stop immediately. Is the hero is subjected to detrimental or damaging effects, the hero must make an immediate unposed willpower check or lose concentration. So any skills you do is one grade higher. And if you attempt to do another core power that requires a proactive action, then it cancels. So Destined lets you off a little bit nicer, if that makes sense. It's not, you can't do anything. That's nice.
Well,
yes.
I'm going to maintain it for this turn, but I'm going to shout at them, "Get off the bridge!"
Okay, get off the bit and roll.
Then why are you blocking them?
As they both go round your wall and dive into the Lancaster front.
Would you like an influence roll?
Yeah.
Right on the noggin.
Let me just because technically they have to oppose it with their willpower, but yeah.
Well, they look like bratty teenagers. Probably say, "Screw you."
Yeah, go. No.
No.
Do you know? Can I just say, Chugawugga, I didn't realize when I was looking at everybody's abilities that the hero looks like an alien from a different world. Whenever the hero encounters someone new or the GM feels might judge their appearance, the hero makes a social check with one-step difficulty penalty. In some cases, the strange appearance might benefit them, i.e. things like scare or intimidate. So they seem to take your command. They're not actually on that vehicle. They're sort of like moving down in between it. Actually, you're hovering and got the power, and you also notice that these do as well. Can you see all these start to move off the Banner? You are now up at this window with a rather scared looking thug with a machine pistol aiming at your face.
I'm gonna have my
fumble.
shield.
Please fumble.
I'm gonna have my shield up, and I'm gonna do a brawn check to rip off the door. So rip off the door, have my shield up.
So you're going to use this is just your normal strength that you.
Yeah, I guess I'll do a brawn check, I guess.
Yeah,
to see if I can rip it off.
That sounds. So you're
Nicely done.
for strength. There's a page 190. Okay then. What did
I have a power. It's for enhanced strength, so it's like
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sort of like says, "Oh, I know what I can use." Okay. Can you please let me get to the end of it? Can you please do a damage roll? Okay. The
Yeah.
reason I'm saying this because you're not physically trying to. You're not lifting the vehicle, aren't you? You're trying to pull the door off.
Yeah.
So if you do some damage to it, then I know that you sort of like ripped it off. So just do your normal.
I'll do melee non-shield damage, so it'll be
Yeah,
1d3 again.
that sounds good. Plus your 1d100
10.
damage modifier.
Pretty
Yeah, so,
much.
yeah, so you sort of like
Bloody hell.
and go bang like that, and the door flies off in your hand. Oh, my go. So at this point, this guy he's actually can't do another full auto because he doesn't have enough bullets in his clip. So he's just going to fire his gun at you. You can still parry with your shield if he hits you.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes.
All right, I'll try to parry. Let's see if I can
So
parry.
just your combat skill.
Ooh, what?
Oh. Have you got a shotgun with you?
Yeah.
I've been really scared about that. Every time I see you fight, I just think, uh-oh.
One day I'm just
Banner
gonna
should-
like, you know what? My shield's kind of rusty and full of blood right now, so I'm just gonna make a less bloody attack and just shoot him in the head with a shotgun.
Nice. So your that's your shield.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't boosted it or anything like that. So to get a tower shield, you need to boost it with PowerPoint. And so it's just a normal shield. So what's your normal size?
We did this the other day. We looked at it because it should be considered huge because I have it mixed with a few other. The reason why is essentially it damages 1d10 is because it's like there's a power I have that made it made it larger on categorization.
So you can use tower shield, which is your power that increases the size of your shield to block more powerful attacks. You spend 2 power points here, increases the effective size of the huge. You can also spend 3 power points, and the shield increases to enormous and blocks 5 locations.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
what I have around me.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
but you don't have that at the moment because
No.
you haven't powered it up.
Yeah. So no, I'm just gonna have to accept. Hopefully it hits the shield. If it doesn't,
Well, it
then
has hit the shield.
okay.
The question is, how much of the shot got? So
I think it's still a large shield, isn't it?
It should stop. It's because it's impenetrable. It should stop all of it.
No, they don't work like that. It works with just like damage reduction. So yeah, I was just Medivac. I was just looking to see what a standard shield size was.
See, sadly, I can't help there because the ones I've got are tower shield, which is that one, and a larger one. I suppose fast shield. What's that? Fast shield.
That's something I have.
2
it's
points.
a power as well.
Oh, it's just it should use part of a parry. Spends 2 hit points to shield free action. Defensive reaction may create. It doesn't say anything about the size of it.
Yeah, so a normal, we either have a regular shield or a heavy shield. So which one is yours? It's not. It would just be.
I wish I remembered. Go ahead.
Well, hang on.
Is there any equipment?
So I had a combat. Essentially, my combat expert is in shields, which allowed,
Yeah, that's I'm in your
which
character.
essentially made the shields. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember.
Okay
It's been
then.
so long since I
So
made
your
this.
liberty large. Yeah, that your this is large. Liberty shield.
Remember.
You're actually using an improvised weapon.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it won't be that much. You still get your damage. So it's huge. So it's actually a heavy shield that you. Which
I am
means it
biting my
is.
tongue at the moment.
Say again.
I'm biting my tongue at the moment
Why?
because he's using his huge weapon, and that's what she said.
So your shield is huge, and his machine pistol force is large, which means he sort of like fires it, and it stops all the damage, and the bullet bangs off your shield. That's my underlings done. This guy, for his like what feels like 56th time, is going to stand up. What number is he? There you go. And that's me done. And Astro, it's over to you. You've got a telepathic connection to Mr.
This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen your pings, by the way. So,
My
so I
pings.
want, yeah. Oh, I saw it that time. I wasn't when you were clicking on that dude.
It's got
So
can you see the purple dot?
yeah.
So I'm using purple dot to mean you have a telepathic link to it. The
All right.
fact that it's over his face is neither here nor there.
Okay. Cool. So Astro wants to try to mind control this person.
Nice.
So it's a boost to telepathy.
Yeah. So 3 power points, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but
me-
you've is telepathy concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, so therefore when you roll your willpower, this one would be this is interesting.
This is why I was thinking.
Isn't this part of telepathy though? Like a modification on what he's already concentrating on?
Yeah.
That's exactly how I would read
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Because
good
otherwise,
point.
he's
Yeah.
neutering himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also means
no,
that
I'm
a
going
lot of
to
his
go
other
with-
powers, like
Yeah.
precognition, he can't use if he's teleporting because precognition's another major power.
Precognition and portaling, did you?
No, precognition is a superpower, and you can't use any other superpower if you're concentrating on a different superpower.
Yeah, so when would you use precognition when you're
Changing dice rolls. Using
You roll for portals? Like to move through them?
you don't roll, you would cast portal.
I didn't
It's
say
not-
portal, I said changing dice rolls.
Yeah, so precognition is about changing dice rolls, yeah?
Yeah, so he can do the
So-
the shared fate, etc.
Yeah, so you can cast that.
No, that's a superpower.
Is it a
Yeah.
concentration superpower?
No, but if I'm have telepathy,
Oh, yes.
which I'm
Yeah.
concentrating on, you can't use any other superpowers.
Yeah, it will cancel them out. Yeah. I see what you meant. I didn't know what you were doing at the same time as precognition. Yeah. So, but this one is probably like what Medivac and Mr. Pickle said, this is because it's mind controller and it's a boost within telepathy, then it can actually happen because you're not actually you isn't mind control. Don't you have to make the connection
Yeah,
first?
you have to make a telepathic link.
Yeah, so it's like part of the skill, part of the power. Yeah. So 3 power points. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's an opposed willpower.
My willpower's.
I'm going to use a
Ooh.
point of luck to re-roll that.
Nice.
Noise.
Nice. Our powers
Very
like
nice.
our powers like spell points in Mithras. If you get a critical, you don't use power point.
Okay,
question.
so
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
I'll check it up for next time. Yeah, I fail. So what like to do?
I would like him to run towards me as fast as he can with his arms up in the air.
Okay. So he will do that on his next turn. So he puts his hands up and is ready to start to run. As we go into turn 2 of round 2, Rabbit.
I just helped this person not fall off the bridge, and presumably, they are not going back towards the bridge. Is there anybody else that's in danger?
No. There's a couple of people down here.
Edging towards the edge.
Yeah.
Sidling.
Every time you look the other way, they just take a couple of steps, but when you look
Yeah.
back, they just freeze. They look safe. One of them has a mobile phone out, and it's just sort of like
And the other one's got a
filming.
t-shirt that says "We love lemmings."
Yeah. One of them says "We love rabbit."
What I'd like to do then is make my way over to the top of this vehicle. Try and get on top of the armored van so that if anybody comes out, I can help out Banner, I guess.
Okay, then. So your movement will take you to there, and then you'll need to do your action of leaping. Oh, hang on. Does parkour take power points?
It does not. It is a nice little boost. I'll post it.
Yeah.
That just makes it so it's like a natural talent kind of skill.
Yeah,
I'm just physically good at that.
Yeah.
Could I
so-
use acrobatics here to
Yeah.
like get on top?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, don't break your neck. Backflip for the phones. I'd like to use a point of luck to reroll.
Even Sire's
flip.
more acrobatic than that.
Yeah. Yeah, you sort of like oh, that's not what I want to move. You just sort of like Banner, you see Rabbit almost like you think, oh, she's not going to make it, and then somehow she does manage to flip up onto the top of the
Pushes a staff against the floor, give it a bit more
yeah.
raise.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep,
a good
yep,
idea.
it's the
Like a bit
staff
of
that
a
pushes me
pole
over.
vault.
Yeah.
Chitara lives again, and then we are coming to you, Misty.
Right, I'm dropping my
Shield.
wall of water.
Oh
So
yes.
what you'll see is as I stop concentrating on it, the water will just pour down.
Yeah, it almost like
yeah.
changes and is momentarily just a wall of water that goes shoo, and
Yeah.
disappears.
So if
down.
anybody's
Nice.
below it, they're going to get wet.
Yeah, it just goes into the Lancaster flow.
There's not much I can really do here at the moment, I don't think.
You can't make water into ice, can you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Takes yeah, if I have a
That's
freezer.
yeah, because one of Misty's things that I often think, if I can freeze her, that's seriously going to slow her down.
Oh, definitely. No, I can't, mate. I can just literally, I can control the density of water and things.
I love
Got
how
it.
you called Banner mate. That was so sweet.
Mate.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of hover over to about here, and I'm gonna yell at these three down here to get off the bridge. Get off the bridge.
Off the bridge. Yeah, so that would be your move action and then a free
Yeah.
action. So just roll your what's flight?
Influence.
It's flight concentration.
Mine isn't. Mine's activation cost always on.
Yeah.
If I start using my cloud to carry other people and things, that's concentration.
Oh, got you. Got you. Willpower. Here's my willpower checks. Oh, look, they actually succeed.
Screw you, Misty.
Yeah,
But common sense prevails.
yeah, and they start heading off in that direction. Right. And that's you done. Banner, you've now got your shield up on one arm. That you just this guy's just taken a pot shot at your head, which you blocked with your shield. And you've got the door in your other hand. And just to let you know, you see Rabbit up on the top.
Bad's gonna shout, "This is a no parking zone!" And then he's going to slam his shield into the guy.
Okay, yeah. Just as a normal attack, yeah?
Yeah, just normal attack.
Yeah, go for it.
Gonna try to aim. Let's see what would be a good. It's like, hold on a second. I want to see my options here for specials. Where is it? I just had it. 158. Okay. For my special, I'm just probably gonna go for disarm.
Right, hang on. Let's hit first.
Okay.
Because you might miss.
Got it. All right. That makes sense.
28. So he will try to parry with his. I thought that was a critical then when it came. I was about to get excited. Now you have your special. So you have a special hit location and damage.
Go for actually better. This has to be better special. I'm just gonna go for press advantage.
Really?
Only press advantage?
Yeah,
I try to think of it.
Stun? Disarm?
Maybe
That's all I
just
know. Trip?
It doesn't.
To punch him in the face and get a choose location at least.
I do choose location. Yeah, choose location. I'm gonna go right for his face.
Yeah,
concussion, brain damage.
Yeah,
off you go.
yeah.
Well, it should automatically. It should be 1d4 plus your 1d.
Yeah.
Roll away.
Why is my Liberty Shield so small? It was 1d10 earlier.
Because I can't. I don't know where you've taken 1d10.
Because it's from combat specialty.
Okay, then hang on a minute. So
Yeah.
you have.
Hold on.
You have close combat. Yeah.
Yeah, close combat. So there's a thing. There's a table on there, and it shows your con. Hold on a second. Where's the powers?
So it's a base of a heavy shield, which is normally D4 damage.
Yeah.
And then your combat expert power upgrades that?
Yeah, so on if you look at close combat attacks, it should the con is go in close combat attack.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, 84.
Now.
Yeah, so mine should be 16 to 18. Should be 1d10.
Oh right, so it's not actually
because it's a handheld.
Yeah.
Create
So
weapon manifest.
Got
Yeah.
you. So it's not actually a shield.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I just try to remember which power exactly it was.
Yeah, so it's still large, so that's it. But it do 1.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Plus unless you activate it with Tower Shield, and then it becomes huge or enormous. Medivac say nothing.
So it should be 1d10
So
plus
it'd be
my damage bonus.
1d10 plus 1d10.
Yes. All right, now going for it. Really?
That's
That was
that really was not
a lot of
worth
pressure.
Which number? I just need to move you because I can't see. Is number 3. This is in his head. Which 5 points there take him out. I do know the time, people, so he's unconscious. And this guy on his movement walks towards you, Astro.
No, I want him going past me. I want him going towards the police to surrender.
Okay then. So his movement is going to be 6 meters, so he can get to as
Yeah.
okay, people. Let's take our break there, and when we come back, we will be in turn 3 of combat round 2. Okay, thank you for coming along and watching us, everybody. We are going to take a 15-minute break, so we'll be back about 5-2 the hour. Go off, stretch your legs, take a break, and when we come back, can somebody please remind me to turn the music off when we get back? Brilliant. Okay, then let me go AFK and let me turn you guys off.
Mortal Kombat theme song.
Bump up the jam.
Mortal Kombat. Do you know, I think I've missed out on Pokemon. There's so many people who know all about Pokemon. I have no idea. Apart from
That's because you've not caught them all, have you?
I haven't made any effort to catch them all.
You also,
You
you know,
got
I
it.
don't know roughly your age
Yeah.
area, but
57.
you're probably also okay. You're good
You're
30
past it.
years.
I don't
past it.
know. I mean, when we had kids, we started against Pokemon.
Oh, really?
And
When you
it's
guys
like-
were, when you were
And they're
kids,
like,
yeah.
can we watch whatever it was? I said, no, Pokemon's on. Shut up. So,
The only was it Pokemon Go was
Yeah.
when you went outside and collected.
I got run over by a car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And still
at
no
our
social
university,
abilities.
in the front of our university, there was a place that you could actually get a Pokemon. And it was so interesting. From my office, I could look out and just see these people with the mobile phones walking around trying to
Yeah.
get. I never went out to see what it was. You know, I just think we're
So I
on
got
a
push them all over.
yeah, we're on a public campus, so anybody can wander through. You're not allowed to vape or smoke on the campus either. Technically, private property,
Mm.
but the students just ignore. So carry on doing it anyway. It's 50. It's 10 seconds past 1500 hours because that's when you arrived here. Because we've been doing this is a second combat round, so it's 10 seconds in. So this is all happened in 10 seconds, and we're going up to the third
Wow.
turn. Rabbit, you are up first if you have any actions left. You're up there on the top. You've just seen Banner pull off the van door and then bash his shield into somebody inside. And yeah, this guy here got suddenly put his hand up and started to walk towards the police. And the other thing that I was going to say, people, when you're measuring, if you click the grid snapping to no snapping, It means that it won't sort of like click into the middle of a square or anything. You can just do it from your token. It won't sort of like snap to squares. Yeah, so Rabbit. Alex.
Um,
Sorry, Lily Alex.
don't say my name in front of all the
Oh,
civilians.
sorry.
So I'm presuming there was like a side door to this vehicle that the guy with the grenade launcher was initially getting out of.
He actually got out the back and went round to there. So there's a door. Hang on a minute. Let me just put my ping on. There's a door here, and then there's like the double doors at the back.
Gotcha. I want to go and investigate in the back double doors to see what cargo they have.
Yeah. So you move there. The doors are not locked or anything. They're just looks like they've been forced open at one point, and you can see
What?
that there's various bags of credit chips in there.
Thank God for that. I thought it was going to be like a large crate with a countdown number on it.
Yeah. Oh yes, drat. Yeah,
Probably stolen.
Misty, you're still floating up. Do you have actions left? And if
I do. Again, there's not much I can really do now because I've got the citizens to get out of the way. I'm going to just monitor the cracks on the bridge to make sure they're not moving anymore.
Yeah.
And if they do move, I will shout out.
oh no, you're fine. You're
I don't have to, I'm
hovering,
fine.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Banner, if you have any actions left, what would you like to do?
I don't have any actions left because I'm too busy making this guy turn into a handicapped driver.
All right. Okay.
Ooh.
And this guy carries on the rest of his turn and hands himself over to the police, who cuff him. And Astro, what would you like to do?
Astro will drop the mind control and he's going to move back to here, stand up on there so he can get a better view of what's happening behind,
Okay.
and so
So
he can sort of like see over the vehicles to make sure that everybody's sort of like running off.
yeah, so we'll stop combat there. Banner, how much damage do you want to do to this person? He's out cold at the
Everything.
moment. Are you snapping legs?
I'm trying to wake him back up.
Are you eating as well?
It's lunchtime for Americans.
Yeah, but it's also it's a healthy option.
Oh,
What is it?
A salad.
Well done, you.
He just went outside to the garden, tore up some grass.
Yeah.
It's an American song.
I'm going to ring up the
All the
city
fried chicken's
council
on the bottom.
and complain about the height of these walls on the bridge.
Yeah.
It's not very safe.
all the sturdiness of
The
bridges.
sturdiness, yeah.
Yeah, so he's out cold, Banner, so I presume you're not going to start breaking legs or anything like that because you're a nice superhero. And there's
Can I break one wrist, maybe?
snap.
You kind of should drag him over to the police.
You notice that the two law enforcers sort of like clap their hands and sort of like go cheers. What did I call you? Got what your name was.
John Morgan.
Was it like the team of four or something like that I'd christened you?
The foursome.
The gruesome foursome.
I think it was a team of four. I think that's what I said. And
Yeah.
there's some random clapping as people as you move off the they move off the bridge, and the law enforcers sort of like let you know that they will let maintenance know that the bridge is unsafe.
I will explain that. I'll say you might want to clear this bridge. It's got huge cracks going through it.
Yeah. Sure thing, Misty. As you float there with your flowing blonde hair out, moisture just emanating from
Yes.
you.
Misty.
Don't worry, citizens. The wrongdoers have been thwarted.
Yeah, you turn around and say that, Banner, and there's nobody there because they've all left them. Don't worry. Yeah, and is there anything that anybody would like to do while you're on the?
If I see somebody filming, I want to try and do a backflip for him.
Yeah, do your athletics or acrobatics.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, you go flip. There's a bit of a round of applause for you. But you could, of course, do a double backflip. That's the same acrobatics roll, but a little bit harder. Or
I'll consider that risk next time.
a backflip with half a turn or something like that. Half a twist.
Do it at the start of next adventure when you got all your luck points.
Or your luck ready. Okay.
I still have 2 luck points.
Was there anything in
the
armored truck?
Yeah, there's it looks like there's the credits from what appears to be like a bank drop, as if they were transferring money from one place to another. So that has been rescued. Good. One of the police officers near you, Astro, turned to you, and you notice that he's holding a machine pistol to your head. No, he doesn't. He's just sort of like looking at it and turning it round, and he sort of like looks up to you and say, "Mr. Astro, these are heavy grade weapons for these hireling thugs. You might be interested in this as well." And he hands over to you what appears to be a wad of edits. It looks like this guy, the one that survived, just had it stuffed into his inside pocket. And the law enforcement says, looks like they were possibly paid to do this. Never seen thugs in this place carrying machine pistols or grenade launchers.
Astro's voice will come across the telepathic link, and it'll come. They'll say, "The human police officers are trying to communicate with me."
One of them go, "Hello."
Astro's just sort of like there, looking at him, eyes unblinking.
I'll make my way across.
Oh, Misty. We've been trying to. I don't think your alien friend understands English, but
No, he does. He talks telepathically, and he's already linked to as many people as he can at the moment. Unfortunately,
he says, "Get out of my
mind."
And he sort of like relates to you what he had said to Astro.
That's an interesting thing. Have any army bases or police depots been raided recently?
He sort of like says, I can phone in, but it might be a while before we get an answer.
No, that's fine. I'd probably be more concerned about clearing this bridge.
Yeah, he says we've got maintenance on the way. Thanks for organizing the citizens and making them get off. Oh, Banner's come up to you now, Misty, as well.
I want to thank you guys for your service. Truly, you are the heroes.
His shield's got a bloody stain on
It's got a face imprint on it.
Yeah.
It was like a
I've-
tooth that just kind of stick in
Yeah.
the dry blood.
There's a bit of hair on it.
Yeah.
No,
I want to
but
thank you for your heroic deeds, both you cops. You did
thank you for
very
the
well.
information. Did you find anything else on them apart from the credits?
No, just
No phones or anything?
no, just credits and these machine. And he sort of like reinstates and sort of like says, "We've never seen them getting grenade launchers, Misty. This is a dark day for Metro City."
No, I think there's something large behind this. And
How
I think it's all
large?
linked. I think it's all
It's a
linked
little
to the
overcast,
poisoning
but
at
it's not
the
that large, not that dark.
the
I don't
poisoning
know.
at the police station.
Astro
think-
wants to put his hand out for these credits that were found on them.
And the guy sort of
Oh.
like looks at you Misty, and
I said,
looks
no.
at
No, it's fine. He's got a power that he can see where this money's been.
what? Just through touching them?
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
If you have
He
any
likes to
secrets
share.
to hide, don't let him touch you.
Or
was
we
just
want a tip
thinking
for our
that.
deeds.
Don't touch me, Mr. Astro. And he sort of like holds the credit sticks right at the edge like that, so there's not going to be any contact at all, and hands them.
Okay, so Astro's going to drop all his telepathic links, and then touching this cred stick, he wants to use psychometry.
Yeah, so that'll be
And
2 power points.
2 power points, and he'll start to go back in time, seeing where it may have come from, maybe looking for when it was handed over.
Yeah, so
and then even going back further. I can go back a maximum of 74 hours.
Is that your insight skill?
It's up to my insight rating. Yeah, so 74 hours, so just over 3 days. I can go back.
While he's doing this, I want to be scanning and looking around for any of the high vantage points, because this could be a trap as well. But yeah, we've already encountered one sniper, haven't we? So I want to just, while he's doing that, I will be looking around at any vantage points that I think.
Okay, then make for me a. Ooh, that would be good, wouldn't it? That would be really
Yeah.
good. But apart from that, it's quite low. If it was a crit,
Yeah.
then very easy. That's a nice one. So you're keeping a lookout, Misty, and sky. This bridge has almost like a gap, then 2 sort of like uprights, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And another bit. So you sort of like check out those up. So you do Astro's fleeting back in time. Misty's doing that. And Banner and Rabbit, is there anything you would like to be doing at the same time?
Yes. If Banner
Rabbit,
had something
sometimes
pressing,
we just have with Rabbit, sometimes we just have to guess what it might be doing.
oh,
Yes,
I feel
I'm
like
willing
I'm
to
gonna
do
be very
something.
predictable. After this excitement, a Rabbit is quite hungry, so she's going to sprint in the direction of somewhere where I can get food very, very quickly, not like a long wait time place.
Roll your insight.
I don't think things through.
Yeah, no, I was just going to, if you was, are you going to look it or not?
No, let's see where this goes.
I was just going to say that if you're insightful, there was a food wagon on the bridge stuck in traffic, but unfortunately, so you go dashing off. Banner, is there anything you would like to do?
I think he's gonna put all the unconscious bodies like together, maybe line them up next to the ledge right here.
Wait,
So easy,
where?
easier
Oh yeah, got
right there. So it's easier for the cops to pick them up. I
yeah.
guess I don't know.
And just as you are moving bodies around, your phone, the
What's the ringtone sound like?
it's goes da, 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 da. Is that right?
The
Is that
screech of an
He
eagle at
he
the
might
end.
miss it because he's too busy sleeping now.
I was hoping it would be Barbie Girl.
I'm a
um,
Barbie girl.
I don't know that song, otherwise it could have been.
I
It's
I'll pick up my phone and try to gently press the button.
yeah. So as you look at the call
Hello, this is
into it,
better.
it's Brask who is contacting you. Just on that point, let's go back to Astro, who is um, looking at the money, looking it back in time. So there seems to be it spent a long time in a sack. Um, before I'm going back to when it was in a sack, and then bringing forward to the present day. So it
That's actually
spent
how
a
my biography starts. My autobiography starts. I start
Oh,
off in a
really?
sack.
Okay.
Sorry, continue.
no, I don't.
It's just rude.
Right.
What you-
So it's sort of like
Which bit did you not get?
it's sort of like it starts off in a sack, and it seems to be in a sack for a number
Life.
of days. Then what happens is that it seems to be the sack seems to be opened, and you the money seems to be handed from one person to another person, and you see the first person who hands it over appears to be some kind of army type. He seems to be clad out in combats.
Is he
And
similar to the sniper guy who I catched a glimpse of?
yeah, he's exactly the same.
Same person.
Yeah, he has a huge sniper rifle on his back. See him reach in with the money, pick the money out, and then hand it over this guy who slips it into inner pocket, his jacket, and then he spends along the rest of the time there up.
Do I get any idea of whereabouts in the city it was?
It looks like it came out of a van. You see the armored van.
Does the
As
transfer happen inside or outside?
outside.
So when the sniper guy hands it over to this other guy, it's outside. Can I pick out any landmarks to know whereabouts it was?
No, it just seems to be you see the hand coming in and picking it up and then handing it across to the other guy who picks it up and puts it in jacket pocket.
Right. Okay.
Mr. Banner,
Hello.
can we just say well done? We were really
We can't.
impressed. We were very impressed how you dealt with those, shall we just say, non-Americans on the non-patriots on the bridge. We totally agree with the amount of force you did. We thought you did very well. We were just saying that we think the whole situation could have got a lot worse if you hadn't I've squashed that guy behind the van.
Oh, thank you, citizen. I appreciate what you
And
just said.
And Mr. Banner, can I just reiterate the offer still stands. We are very impressed with your work, very impressed. So, anytime we would be honored to be on your team, be part of the people that supports you and your deeds.
I'll have to ask my team and see what they feel about it. But if they're anything like you, which I think they might be, I think they'll be A-okay.
I certainly hope so.
Well, have a good day. Beep.
You too, Mr. Banner. Have a good one.
Need- Banner hits the phone.
Rabbit, you come up to a tiny tacos. It looks like it's going to be tacos all around tonight.
That works. I'm gonna get the quickest food I can, and a decent amount of it, and then I'm going to eat and run and make it back to the party whenever I do.
Nice. And what was Misty doing? I forgot.
I
Looking for a
was
sniper.
Sniper.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes. Which
you
is
don't
most fortuitous.
You don't see a sniper, okay, but you do see something else. It seems to be a very small drone of some description.
Yes, yeah.
It doesn't look threatening or anything. It just seems to be a bit like a Network 7 drone. You know, the remote ones that they capture, high up shots looking down. It just seems to have been hovering slightly to the west of where you are. So it sort of like is hovering over here somewhere. It's quite high up and seems to be looking probably some kind of surveillance drone looking down across the bridge.
I will be flying up to it and trying to grab it so I can take it to Astro.
Yeah. So as soon as you start to go towards it, it starts to try to escape.
Squirt it.
What would you like to do?
Yes, I shall squirt it.
Okay, yeah.
No, I want to do a wide blast.
Oh,
Try
good.
to
Just,
try,
you need
try
to
disrupt it.
you want to open it up a bit.
That's
So that
right,
way
exactly.
You cover,
so the rage spreads.
more square
Yeah,
footage.
that's right.
So is that a special boost?
No,
No.
it's a standard one. That one, the wide one. It's the armor piercing ones that's special.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So you just
So both
roll-
hands. I'm just going to push forward and hopefully 69. Well, there we go. I suppose
Yeah.
fortuitous.
yes. Would you like to?
I do believe I will use a point of luck on that.
Nice.
A reroll.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you whack into it. What's your constitution?
Is 18.
So it's going to be short. It's going to be short range. Fine. So do it's only got one hit location, so you don't need to do that. You just need to roll me some damage.
Yeah.
You're
Why
ruining
is that
someone's
button not
Christmas
working?
gift.
So frustrating. Right, I'll pop it in. Let me do it on the actual screen itself.
It's just some kids at a nearby park. It's like playing with their drone. And then
Yeah.
some superhero comes by and destroys
Mommy!
it.
Well, put it this way, your new friends aren't going to be happy. we wait. Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
There we go.
ouch.
Yeah, for some reason it's not working when I click the dice on
Is it not on your?
on my ranged weapon thing.
Wait, do you have your weapon starred?
Well, it's
But-
abilities. Let's have a look.
No, you
In the
don't.
weapons,
That's-
you have, if you don't have it starred, I think it
It
just
doesn't
has
do
a
it.
weird bug.
Ah, yeah, water blast. Brilliant,
Yeah.
thank you.
So
Yep,
if
I had that a
you
while back.
if you roll, we're taking 13, but if you
Yeah.
roll, if you roll your actual, if you click that damage, there you go. Comes up with everything. Oh no, let's
Brilliant.
take that one. I changed.
Damn, that's a really bad one.
No, you
Oh, wow.
you sort of like go poof, like this, and the water shoots out, and as it's scurrying away, it just sort of like whams into the back of it, and it sort of like flips somewhat and hurtles down, and there's a bit of a zzz, like that as this electricity fires, and it goes down and into the Lancaster flow.
I shall go collect it.
You'll need to go diving.
Well, you know what Banner does to litterers.
Yeah,
And those who are literate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll follow it down, and hopefully it'll be floating.
Unfortunately, it's not floating.
Okay,
It's-
I will. Looks like I'm going for a swim then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you should have a swim skill.
Wait, hold
No, I don't. Funny enough.
What if Misty drowns?
No,
Her backstory, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, that's already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not have a swim
I
skill?
don't have to swim. No.
That's how she got her powers, because she couldn't swim the first time. So
It's a professional skill, isn't it? It must be professional.
Gosh.
Wow. Yeah. So you
Mr.
sort of like
Potato.
it's like Freddy Krueger's powers being like fire, like a pyrotechnic or something. It's
you
just,
sort of
I don't
like
know, dramatic.
hover down, and the Lancaster flow is quite murky, and you sort of like just see it for an instant disappearing into the murk as you just sort of like hover there, thinking, "Oh, I hope it wasn't expensive."
Yeah.
At that point, Rabbit comes back with bucket full of mini tacos or whatever.
Yeah, I
eating
did go
it.
for the bucket meal.
And people are starting to come back to their cars, etc. And as you're by the law enforcers now, and Misty's coming back in, your communicators, your mobile phones go off, and I think it comes straight through to you, Misty. I think that's what it's set
Yeah.
it to. It's Shirley,
Yeah.
who is asking for an update on the coffee company. Is requesting you to come to the tent. If you remember, outside.
Oh, it's outside. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
command area.
Yeah. Suggesting that requesting you, sorry, that you come over there to bring everybody up to date. See, we can trace, this is her target, and see whether or not we can trace what's going on here.
Did we not bring her up to date, and we gave her stuff to
What's
how
his
to move
face?
it forward?
Mm.
Well, she's obviously, Astro, asking you to come back to the camp. But
Oh.
Astro, you don't need to go back if you don't want to. There will be lots of people out there. Might be quite shocked by your.
Got a sack over his head. He's fine.
Metro City isn't racist, is it? Or speciest?
Well, it is my
Well, it's-
city, so yeah, it should be.
Uh-oh.
I was looking up and I was making groups of not necessarily super villains, but sort of like organizations that go against. Ever since watching The Boys, I've seen superheroes in a totally and utterly different light. On your way back, Banner, it might be a good opportunity to bring up the discussion about Brask again.
So I don't know if anyone know this, but I've been getting a phone call, and specifically actually this phone, which is new. Very handy. I don't know how to use it, but it's very handy. Someone named Glask, Fask, Nask, Brask. Someone named Brask has reached out to me saying he's offered me some pretty nifty items, and all I have to do is sign up for his team. Don't know. Do you guys heard of him? I don't know.
Would Misty have heard of him?
You haven't heard of you've heard of Brian Brask. I think I'm right in thinking that you did a bit of
Computer research.
yeah.
That's right. He's the R&D tech, Eternal Enterprise.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
I don't know if maybe you guys want to join me. Maybe he can offer all of us something, or I don't know. He seems quite a patriot, and it's nothing better as a characteristic.
What was your last phone call with him? What was that about?
Mostly it was him talking about how much these immigrants are ruining our bridges and and
they were
how
fellow citizens of Metro City.
Who's to say
Banner is based on
looked...
Donald Trump, isn't he?
No, not at all.
I think, Misty, one of the things that you had parked at one was to get in touch with Jack Stone. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, yeah. I wonder why Jack Stone's name was at the top there.
Yeah.
So
if you want, I can maybe set up a meeting if you feel in the need. I have no idea what you guys are thinking.
To be honest, Banner, as much as I'm intrigued about this, there's a lot more going on at the moment. We need to find who's hiring this sniper to try to take us out.
Why would the sniper?
We also need to keep control of this city at the moment. The sniper was the one we were looking after when you came back off your meeting.
Yeah, my meeting. Yes. Okay. Well, what should we do next then, Misty?
I think we should go see Shirley, but also we do need to go speak to Jack Stone as well.
You could either go to Stone Towers, or Misty, you have his contact.
His number. Yeah. Okay, Misty, on the way to Police Plaza, she'll ring Jack.
Yeah, and you get his assistant to start off with. She puts you through to what appears to be his home rather than his work number. And is he talking to you as Misty or as
Misty?
Sophie?
We'll stick at the moment, Misty.
Yeah. And he sort of says, yes.
So refresh my memory. He knows about supers, doesn't he? He's been looking into them, if memory serves me, because he wanted to find the best people to do the job work that he wanted.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hired you
first campaign, yeah.
Venture. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Jack. It's Misty here.
Hi, Jack. It's me.
Questions if you've got free time to
Banner. Yes.
We're doing some work with the police at the moment. And my first question is, Do you know any supers around that have green? Was it green skin? Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
You're referring to the image on the
Yeah,
The-
green
video
skin
chat.
and a face mask.
yeah. And I'll say a green skin and a face mask.
It's definitely sounds like some kind of mutation. I could look into it if you wish.
That would be lovely. We believe he's behind the poisonings at the police plaza.
Yes, we're aware of that.
There's also we've been shot at by a sniper who seems to be working in the area. Very high skilled military. Has just recently paid some people to cause a disturbance on the bridge.
We've
Which
seen the Network 7.
Yeah, that was staged by this sniper.
Right.
And
Let's
there's a
hope you've
drone
got
filming it.
everything in hand, Steve. You and your team.
Well, I think we have, but we're just low on information about this at the moment. But every little helps. And on a side note, and this is mainly for Banner, do you know of a Brian Brask?
Oh yeah, that guy.
CEO of Eternal Enterprise.
That's right. Yes, yes. Is he a trustworthy person?
Well, there's several things that I could tell you about enterprises. I think it's up to you. Judgment.
He's poaching Banner at the moment. He's offering him goods for services or goods to work with him.
I don't think he's looking to hunt me, Misty. I think you're confused.
Well, you were just trying to
Yeah,
poach us, Banner.
I'm
put
not-
your hand over the receiver. You were just.
Yeah.
Jack says, "Let me give you some information, Misty, and then you can make your own decision."
Thank you, Jack.
Eternal Enterprises is, well, they like to be called a research and development company, and their motto is to create a perfect world. Fortunately, in creating this utopia, they're prepared to do anything, in my opinion, including illegal activities. They've been slapped with many legal suits in the past. They've always been able to wriggle their way out of them, mainly due to their expert legal team. Of course, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, Eternal Enterprises is a direct competitor to Stone Industries. We would say that we wouldn't let them join our corporate. They are thinking about making their own.
I see. And because I know you, Jack, I know you give an honest opinion. So thank you very much.
Always.
Anybody else think of anything?
Just
No.
make
Sorry, I
it
was
a little-
thinking about doing some reps really quick, actually. So I'm just gonna go in the
So
corner here.
I'll thank Jack, and then hang up.
Yeah.
I don't need to relay that because I was on speaker anyway. So
Okay. So are we heading to Shirley Springer, the Shirley Springer meet? Or is there anything that I'd like to
we'll
apart
swing
from
by.
get more food?
I was going to say we'll swing by another food place.
I mean, I just ate a massive pile of tacos, but sure, let's stop somewhere and get preparation for the next uncomfortable, violent encounter where we're kicking around grenade launchers. But Banner, I was actually kind of curious. So what did they offer you that Jack Stone isn't giving us?
A new vehicle, the ability to continue my crusade for freedom.
That second one isn't a thing. That's just it's an idea.
To stop the commie menace.
No, that's another just idea. That's not a real thing.
And then, of course,
Several allotment points.
offer me all the things I need in order to, stop the encroaching, threat against democracy.
Misty, when's the last time we were paid by Jack Stone? Do we actually work for him?
No, we worked for him in the first
It's
episode
freelance, essentially.
Yeah, we're doing this out of the goodness of our hearts.
Because you
And-
are
and-
heroes.
Yes, and I will probably chuck some money, but then I will obviously bill whoever's hiring us, like the police department, and hopefully get some money that way. Well, we're doing their work at the moment, so
Well, Astro got paid, I think.
Oh no, he would have handed that back.
Damn.
Once they'd had the information from it, he would have just given it back.
Darn.
to be fair, the armored truck, I was very surprised it was empty.
It's not empty.
Yeah.
The police emptied it.
Yay.
Yeah, to pay their
when Astro gets
corruption.
telekinesis, you can just imagine the sack slowly being
Edging
taken
its
out
way out.
one at a time. Yeah, Jack Stone doesn't pay you. The police force hasn't paid you yet or anything.
Do they have we ever been paid by the police, like before the
No.
adventures?
No.
Okay. Oh.
So what a supporting company do is, rather than giving you money, they would allotment. So
Gotcha.
you would have, so if you get a big company, Banner will not have a Honda Civic. They could be really good vehicle.
We can upgrade to a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah.
The van.
You could call in helicopters.
We have stow and go seats.
Things
Sorry.
like that. So it would be something, rather than being paid as per se, it would be more of a case of you would have a team allotment points that they could. So if you said you need a jet, then they might provide a jet. Private chauffeur-driven car or the latest gadget.
And if I know anything about lots and lots of capital, there's no repercussions and there's no expectations.
That is okay. That may be true, but if we're going to get somebody giving us money to help them out, we want to make sure that they're aligned with our ideals and that we're not, underselling ourselves. I mean, Banner, you are so big and powerful. You're almost priceless.
Almost.
Astro, you see crazy things, and Misty, maybe you should help him figure out if this is a good contract.
Anna, you think Eternal Enterprises is very much aligned value philosophy that was clearly.
Yes. They do seem like they'll be a good ally in our fight against all the dangers that threaten this country. Yes.
That worries me slightly.
Well, if you want, I can make a phone call and have them meet somewhere.
On my new phone.
On my new phone.
New phone.
With lots of these very large buttons for my very large finger.
Wow. That is a fancy phone, Banner.
Says
Is
it
it?
can
I don't know.
communicate with satellites.
Misty, why haven't we signed up for this group?
We were never asked. I mean, to be fair, the only reason no Banner has is because he's told us.
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, off
Yeah.
to Shirley Temple.
Maybe our values don't mix with their agenda.
Ooh. A
You saying they
split
don't like
in
my
the team.
backflips?
Yeah. A split in the team.
Is this Civil War already? Sorry.
I'm good on Team Banner. I've seen what I can do.
um,
Yeah, I think they like the way Banner does things, which I don't like. Sometimes Banner, you're a little bit too overzealous.
I have no idea what that means.
I know.
Too patriotic.
That's why I use that
He's
word.
just there flexing his
See, that-
biceps and kissing them.
But anyway, I mean, it's just how Banner is. We've known him for a while. He's a very useful member of our team and helps us in many dangerous situations.
Does anyone know how to get commie blood out of your uniform?
So you you arrive at the police office headquarters. If you remember, it's been cornered off, and as you approach, there's still a really big social media news presence there, and there's still people in hazmat suits going in and out of the main building, and the police guards escort you over to a marquee. And remember, there was two set up. Rabbit, you saw these when you did a flyby, and you go into the one that, not the one that is all to do with chemical analysis, to the other one where the base of operations is. And Shirley Springer meets you, and she's carrying some kind of tablet, some kind of iPad. As she walks towards you, she turns the iPad, and you should be able to see on the front screen.
Yes.
See that? And
Mhm.
she says, is this the man you saw?
Is his eyes red?
This does look like the man that you
I think you only described him and then maybe showed him
Yeah.
on stream, but I don't. This is the first time I'm seeing this guy.
Yeah.
When did
this,
we only saw him because of, was it Astro?
CCTV in the
Oh,
coffee
CCTV coming
press.
into the thing. That's right. Thank you. Right, I've
Um,
caught up now.
she
Oh, is he wearing a double-breasted suit? So
He
90s.
is underneath his lab coat. Yeah. So you kind of acknowledge that this is the person, and she says, Dr. V.
Give me a second, Josh.
Dr. V.
Sorry, Dr. V.
Dr. V, yeah. He's, well, what can I say? He's not he doesn't possess superpowers or anything like that, you understand? He is more he's super intelligent. He's a genius.
What a portless
His
power.
his real name was Michael Brody. He was the chief scientist for Eternal Enterprises until a chemical incident, shall we say. The company was pushing to create some kind of virus to cause mutation in subjects.
Oh,
I think they really wanted their own army of supers. However, it was quite a volatile chemical. It exploded and covered Brody in the substance. That's why his skin is green. It also transformed him to have a rather evil and tyrannical nature.
But also enhances natural aptitude.
Yes, he is
I mean, he was making a virus. I think that just kind of he was already a little bit of a bad guy.
he's, shall we just say,
He's
he's
badder.
Super
a
bad.
genius. Trying to outfox him will have plans on top of plans.
Is he more cunning than Mr.
A
Fox from
fox. Yeah.
Foxington? All right, at least we've got a name now. Just on a side note, the bridge we were just at was a setup. Those men were paid to be there and to do that.
A setup.
Somebody seems to be interested in us and what we're doing. We had a sniper attack us when we went to Coffee in a Cup to find, Max and Top Coffee Cup. A
Right.
sniper took out Max, which is disappointing because Top has such a stupid name. But anyway,
Who?
yeah, and then the same sniper paid these men to drive this van onto the bridge. Then there was a drone filming us.
Doesn't sound good at all.
No, it doesn't. It's almost like somebody's trying to string us out and make us, yeah, keep us busy all the time to wear us down.
Who sent you to the bridge?
Ollie Orson,
He turns
our
around
liaison.
and clicks her finger, and what appears to be some kind of assistant comes up, and she sort of like leans over and whispers some things to her, and she nods frantically and goes off. And Shirley Springer sort of like she has a concerned look on her face. Misty, roll your insight. You're the person doing
Yeah.
acting. Ooh.
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 She's paying attention.
I was splashed with this liquid when I went into a lab one day.
Yeah.
Improved my insight.
You haven't seen this on Shirley Springer ever, because she's always audience facing, really sort of like showing no emotions, being very upfront, as if she's some kind of Vulcan, if that makes sense. But it's probably her media persona that she never looks worried just in case the people of Metro City pick it up or whatever. And you noticed for the some first time, Misty, that her guard slips momentarily, and you definitely see worry or concern flash over her face. And she looks at you and says, "Do you think you were sent to the bridge on purpose?"
It seems that way to me. I may be reading too much into it, but a healthy dose of paranoia never hurt anybody.
Like our uncontrollable purpose to stop crime?
Yeah, these men were paid by the person, the sniper that was shooting at us at the coffee cup, to, I'm assuming, to drive this van to the bridge and to start what happened this afternoon.
And the sniper, you say, have you got any information about him or her?
Did Astro see his face? You saw him, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah, Astro, via telepathic link, will give Misty whatever description they have of
I was going to cut out the middleman if possible, and I'll say to Shirley, Astro here might be able to show you his face, but he would need to communicate with you telepathically. Would you be happy with that?
She sort of like holds up her hand and says, no, that's not going to happen.
Well,
Just
how
on
about
a matter of principle.
I don't think you can take thoughts out of your mind. He can just show you an image of the sniper. Or
Let's
how about
just-
if you have one of your forensic people come over who can do identifits?
or maybe we can show him some criminals on the
Yeah.
computer.
Or you can give him
See
some
whether or not he
crayons.
can. Yeah, we'll be happy with that.
Okay. But yes, this sniper seems to have taken an unhealthy interest in us.
So
The sniper
Astro,
could just be like
Or
a higher level gang structure thing that's just
Hmm.
paying the underlings to do a job.
could be. I think
Astro, are you going to go start looking?
Yeah, before he goes via the telepathic link with Misty, he'll say, perhaps we need to take a closer look at this Ollie Olsen.
that's a very good idea. I will broach Shirley and say, Ollie Olsen, is he? Do you have concerns about him?
Oh, he's a long-serving member of our force, being a dispatcher for, well, over 10 years with us.
Anybody can be gotten to. But
And Misty,
you seem
Misty, just as you say, anybody could be gotten to. You notice that there seems to be a commotion at the back of the tent. You see it because you're looking past Shirley Springer. She's looking at you, and you suddenly notice that people are sort of like going across to computer screens and sort of like looking and then tapping buttons and then looking again. And then all of a sudden, what appears to be quite a senior officer, he has stripes on his arms. He sort of like comes up and he sort of like, as you're talking to Shirley Springer, he sort of like hovers, and then he just says, I'm sorry, this is important. And Shirley Springer turns to him and says, what is it? He says, we've just lost the camera feed to the containment warehouse. And she looks somewhat concerned still and says, all the feeds? And he says, yes, both inside and out. And she says, what is the current number of perpetrators in that warehouse? And he sort of like goes down and he taps something on his laptop, and he looks at her and is rather worried and says, 32, Mom. And she turns to you, Misty, says, it appears Metro, your help. This, so just to remind you, hey, remember that it couldn't put all the perps in police station, so they set up a warehouse down by the waterfront.
Oh, I was going to ask where it was. Was it a prison or?
Yeah, so it was an old unused warehouse that they sort of like transformed to a place to put the perps. Just before we go, I am going to show you Astro finds a fit, sorry.
This is a very elaborate way of breaking somebody out of the police station, isn't it?
This is the person that identifies. Ex army was special forces, ranger, combat sniper. It says on the file, it says powers, and then it says classified. Doesn't say unknown, it just says classified. He's actually known as Sure Shot.
You got his real name there.
That's all it has. Sure Shot.
Sure shot. Sure shot.
Fires cans of deodorant at people.
Sure shot. He's from the shore? No.
I've decided that I'm going to, when any of my villains are have two names, we're going to have alliteration. Because I just love that. So cool. Okay,
Dun, dun,
yes.
dun.
Let's leave it there with Shirley Springer saying to you, Metro, here's that Metro, your help once more. Like they're paying back.